Hey beautiful people, I'm Sharon, also known as Mrs. Q. Welcome to my declutter and organization of my makeup. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time now. I wear less makeup than I've ever worn before, and I have more makeup than I've ever owned before. And so the truth of the matter is I'm really not using all of it. I'm not getting nearly as much use out of it as if I had just a few pieces that I always go to, know where they are and can physically see them. There's a lot of repetition in colors. For example, you'll see of lipsticks, lip glosses. I think with the lip glosses, something that has happened is that I'm really trying to find that perfect color that even without any makeup on doesn't look like you haven't done the rest of your face, if that makes any sense. I've actually already dug out all the makeup from everywhere where it's stored and piled it up just so I know what I'm working with. I've also ordered some acrylic makeup storage drawers. They are from Temu and I think they were about £7 or £8 each. I've got 2 of them in the 5 drawer and 1 in the 3 drawer. I'm hoping not to have to use all of it because, as I say, this is or should be quite a purge of my makeup. So yeah, let's see how we get on with that. One thing that I do pride myself on is that I do have a look and see what I have, what I'm actually using, what I do, what I don't like quite often. I think I have done that at least in the last year, if not 6 months. And I've also kind of organized like all my makeup brushes in one toiletry pouch, all my lipsticks in another toiletry pouch. Yeah, just so that things are separate so I can hopefully kind of have a better view what's what and where it is. But I think to some degree that's pretty much just been what's called, I've heard the term clutter shifting and storing all your clutter in a more organized way, where if it's clutter you shouldn't really have it. One thing that I have always done is keep my eyeshadow compacts and that in a bag just in case they break, because I think we've all experienced it one time too often. Just the once is too much, where it actually breaks and it goes all over your cosmetics bags and it's just a mess when that happens. So just to keep everything safe, I've kept them all in these little bags. I do have more of them, so when I travel in that I will definitely put them in there just because I want to protect everything in case of accidents. When I'm storing it so I can see it, it won't be in any of these little bags. Being that I am reorganizing stuff, I'm just realizing that I do have quite a bit of stuff in little Ziploc bags. Again, this is just to protect that if anything breaks, especially like all these little powders, bronzers, blushes and stuff. I don't know why they have a tendency to do that, or maybe I'm just not very careful with them, but they are already in Ziploc bags. And I think the great thing with Ziplocs is that you can actually see what it is you're working with. So I think that organizational thing I probably will keep. Right, so I think this is everything. I've organized it into my brushes, all my applicator tools, eyeliners, lip liners, mascara, lip glosses and lipsticks, of which you can see is probably the bulk of everything that I have. I did think I had actually a lot more than you see here. Oh, these are my setting powders. I'll put these over here. This is just a little decant one for when I travel. I don't want to take the whole big one with me. I know they did do minis, but this is a cheaper option, and this stuff lasts so long I don't see the point of having the full size one and a travel size one, because me personally, I will never get through it all. I've also got a load of all the old containers that everything was in. These are really nice ones from Coach. Nice Coach toiletry bags, so I will give those a wash and put them away in storage for when I travel. These little ones are really cute, I found, and this is why I really like them. They're very like the Longchamp ones, but they're just like a cheap version of them, and they do really hold stuff very nicely. So again, these will also be getting a wash and I will put them away. Technically though, I should give them away to charity, but we'll see. I also did get these little, I think they're actually pencil cases, but these are really great for storing your eyeliners and brushes and just a few little things that you might take away with you when you go out, just to top up your makeup. I really, really like these, but as you can see, they still have tags on them and I haven't used them. So I'll need to figure out what to do with these, but I do really, really like them. I have 3 pink, 2 beige, so 5 of them. Got a little Ted Baker cosmetic bag here. I got this to match with these pink ones from Coach. And I also have 2 of the flatter Coach toiletry bags. All of these will be kept because I did curate this collection very mindfully. Yeah, so these are definitely going to stay, and I think that means possibly that these little Longchamp lookalike ones will be gotten rid of. And I just have a little pink sequin one as well, which I will think about whether or not I keep. It's just always really handy, I find, to have these little toiletry bags, especially when you change your handbag a lot. Yeah, I tend to always want to have one of these in there because I don't want the stuff swimming around in the bag and having to dig for it. I know I can just pull this out and everything's in here. Just to stay organized. I need to be organized because I don't like wasting time anymore. Some more little pouches and another little pencil case, which I've kept my eyeliners and mascaras in. I have 5 foundations, one of which is quite a few shades darker than me, so I use it as my contour. So if I ever do my contour, this is what I use. What I'm going to do just now is a couple of swatches so I know which ones I will and I won't keep. Unfortunately, I may have to get rid of them all because I don't know that any of them are actually the right color. So here we go. So this is the one, it's an Illamasqua one, and it is in the shade, I have no idea what shade it is. I think it probably has rubbed off, but let's say it's a skin-based mixer, and this is the one that I use when I do my contour. So I'm just going to show you that, how dark it is. So if I put it here, so you can kind of see just how dark that comes up when I do use it. I don't use nearly this much. It's not necessarily a contour, but it does the job. That looks terrible, I know. I'm not actually doing a full face of makeup just now, just to show you kind of what it looks like. So this one I will be keeping. It was never in any danger of being gotten rid of. The next one I have is probably one that's always been a go-to for me, and it is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, and it's in the color 360 Mocha. Just show you what that looks like on. Oops, it's going all over the place. So it's a lot more than I would actually ever use at any given time, but it's just so you can see how it looks. And obviously I wouldn't apply it like this either. But yeah, I still quite like this color. Just gonna have a look on my hand. Yeah, I think this one will still do. Oh my gosh, this stuff is oozing all over the place. I probably shouldn't have shaken it before I tried to use it, so I've had to just give that a quick wipe. All right, okay. Oh, let me not shake it, huh? So this here is the Rimmel Match Perfection in 605 Deep Chocolate. This one I never should have bought. It's from the pound shop. And I think it probably is going to be quite dark. So side by side, when you compare the two, you can see the difference. This might be a winter one, and this could possibly be a summer one if I'm a bit darker and I've been in the sun. We'll see. The next one I have, if I have any more room left on my face to show you, I'll put it on my forehead right here. It is the Max Factor Facefinity All Day Flawless Flexi Hold, and it is in the color 100 Tan. I think this one might be the best match for all seasons. I'm just going to put it in the middle of the other two. I think what I'll have to do with these foundations is give them a proper try on to see which one I do like, which one I will keep. In the end, I may keep them all, but yeah, I need to make a proper decision regarding this. As I say, I use so little makeup that I'm not going to throw them all away and go and spend more money on another foundation that's just going to sit there as well and not get nearly as much use either. Now the fourth one is this Nip and Fab foundation. It's always been the wrong color, but what I use this for is a concealer sometimes when I don't want to use one of the other really like too many shades lighter than I actually am. This is in color 50. So I think that looks quite nice, and again, I will be keeping this one. As I say, I do use it as a concealer. Gosh, this stuff is running all over the place and I do not have anything to wipe it with. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna close it. My face is looking a bit funny with all these different foundations on, so I'm just gonna quickly go wash my face and come back and have a look at everything else. Just now I've counted 110 makeup items in total, so I'm going to get to it and start decluttering and see what I can get that number down to. Wish me luck. Progress is bad, and I've managed to pick out 15 items out of 110 that I'm happy to get rid of. I don't know what's happening here, and as I'm looking at stuff, I feel like there's stuff missing. I just, for the life of me, don't even know where it is. This is going to be harder than I thought it was. I've got to do this. I love that somehow all my lipsticks have turned out to be in black packaging. Well, except for one, the most expensive one, which is from Laura Mercier. This was supposed to be a natural brown, Brun Natural, and it was about £35 for this lipstick, and it's really not a natural brown. It's a very kind of pinky brown, which isn't a natural brown. Not for my skin tone anyway. This is a matte brown from Topshop. which is very brown. I'll show you it compared to the Laura Mercier, which is supposed to be a natural brown. That's the color swatch, and it's very, very pink, I think. Wow, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. It was quicker than I expected it to be, but yeah, it was still not an easy process. I think it's very difficult to get rid of stuff. There's this emotional attachment to it, there's a financial attachment to it, but I suppose overall I'm really pleased with the progress that I made. Essentially, I did only use 2 of the 5 drawer containers, because even though I put all my lipsticks, lip balms and lip glosses into one of the 3 drawer containers, I do still have 1 of each of the drawers left over from the 5s, because there were some things that were a bit too thick and wouldn't fit into the thickness of the drawer, so I had to leave 1 of the drawers out. So I guess that makes kind of like 11 drawers that I used. There is a lot more whittling down to be done. That will happen over time, but I think the starting point is there. I can now see what I have, and hopefully get more use out of it. And if I don't, then I'll have to do this brutal exercise over again and get rid of more stuff. I have kept some stuff which I'm actually going to use, and once it's used and finished, I won't be replacing. It's a couple of lip balms, a couple of lip glosses that I don't necessarily love, but because I committed to them in buying them, I'm going to stay committed to them to the end. Yeah, so that's that for my makeup declutter and organization. I am feeling inspired to do a lot more of these declutterings and organizing. The next one I think I'm probably going to do is going to be my jewelry, which is currently in a massive box. And again, it's that whole thing of out of sight, out of mind. I can't see half of it. I always wear the same pieces. And maybe it is a sign that I don't need it all, but I am going to go through and see if I can get that organized in a way that is all easy to find. I can see it all visually and actually get some use out of it. Beautiful people, thank you so much for staying with me to the end. If you do feel inspired to have a look in your own cupboards and wardrobes and do a bit of decluttering and organizing, if you're not quite there yet, please do stick and stay with me, because I'm going to be doing quite a few more, as I say, my jewelry, and then I'm going to go to the real big one of my wardrobe, where, if I'm honest, literally I can't even see through the clothes to find any clothes to wear. I have gained quite a bit of weight in the last year, so there's a lot of stuff still hanging in there that I don't wear, I don't need. It makes me feel bad because it doesn't fit me anymore. So I need my wardrobe only to be full of stuff that actually fits me and makes me feel good. So if you want to see more of that, please do subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Please also do like, share and comment, and I will see you next time. You know, now that all my makeup's in order, I kind of feel inspired to do a makeup video.